Elena lived in the 21st century. Her life was typical for a college student. She juggled between classes, part-time jobs, and nights out with friends. One evening, while rummaging through an old chest in her grandmother's attic, she stumbled upon an antique letter sealed with wax. Curiosity piqued, she opened it. To her astonishment, the letter, dated 1823, was addressed to her. The author, a man named Alexander, wrote about his dreams of meeting her and his belief that they were destined for one another, despite living in different times. Meanwhile, in the 19th century, Alexander, a scholarly young man engrossed in his studies of time and space, found a beautifully crafted letter among his books. Astonishingly, it was addressed to him from Elena, describing a world of technology beyond his wildest dreams. The letter spoke of a connection that transcended time and space, urging him to find a way to communicate further. Both were baffled but couldn't ignore the profound emotions invoked by the letters. Elena began to leave responses in the chest for Alexander and started noticing that her letters, too, had begun to vanish mysteriously. Alexander, in his era, would place his responses beneath an old oak tree near his home, following Elena's instructions. He was equally awed to find Elena's replies replacing his own letters. As weeks turned into months, their correspondence deepened. They shared intimate details of their lives, dreams, and fears. Elena told Alexander about airplanes and smartphones. He described the elegance of horse-drawn carriages and handwritten poetry. Though centuries apart, they fell deeply in love, encouraged by hope and words that seemed to defy time. Driven by their mutual desire to meet, both began researching ways to bridge the centuries. Elena scoured the internet for information on time travel theories, eventually diving into obscure forums and ancient texts. Alexander consumed every piece of literature on time manipulation, consulting scholars and examining ancient artifacts. The turning point came when they both discovered an ancient book that spoke of a lunar eclipse and a specific location known for its mystical energies. The date in the book aligned perfectly for both their times, linked through the fabric of time itself. Elena and Alexander made the journey to the specified spot, clutching their final letters with hopes and promises blurring the distinction of time. On the night of the eclipse, in their respective centuries, they stood in the designated place, hearts pounding. As the moonlight bathed the area, a vortex shimmered before them. Elena and Alexander stepped forward, sensing the presence of the other, feeling the world shift around them. When the light dimmed, they stood face to face as lovers, separated by time, finally united. The mystery was solved, not by science alone, but by the enduring power of love, letters that spanned centuries, and a shared belief in the extraordinary. Their story became legend, a testament to the idea that love knows no bounds, not even time.